Vezo is the birthplace of one of the veterans of South Africa's struggle, Nelson Mandela. This is also the place where there is a school named after him, Mandela School of Science and Technology. The Mandela School of Science and Technology, which was financed and built by Siemens, has now opened in Nelson Mandela's birthplace in Vezo, South Africa, as the region's first high school. In the meantime, the facility provides 420 children and young people with access to secondary education. The curriculum focuses on technology, the natural sciences, engineering, and agriculture.
Honored to be the first acting principal in the school, to start everything. Each small paper was started by me. The furniture that was put in here was put during my time. The learners that were admitted during the time. What the Mandela legacy means to me, it means opening opportunities for rural learners to get a chance to be taught in a school where there are various facilities and resources, so that they can be able to compete effectively with other learners from other countries.
Here, we are not looking for the cream of the crop when we are choosing learners to come here. Because of the environment here, the background and everything, the people here, most of them, they are red ochre people, they are not educated, they are their parents, and most of them are learners from very poor background.
Mandela School of Science and Technology is the school which the whole community of Vezo has dreamt about. For years, this community has been suffering in terms of educating the young people who would love to be educated. Having the school of such high degree in this community has been a dream both to the elders as well as to the young ones who never dreamt of nothing but education.
The mission of the school, to be exact, is to provide education for marginalized learners. In that way, you are saying rural learners who had lost hope of ever getting proper education. We are doing that because we have provided the school with the state-of-the-art facilities, various laboratories, equipment, whatever. They are among the top. Already, they have started competing effectively. They have come top in various competitions that we have had, debate competitions, speaking competitions as well. And our mission is to provide opportunities again for learners, a learning environment that is completely different from our surrounding schools. But we would like them to be able to reach opportunities that are obtained by top learners of the country. And our goal, the goals of the school, is to remain high among other schools, competitive. And the goals of the schools is to strive for excellence in all spheres of education.
My coming here, actually, it was an honor to me to be able to be in this place. I was working somewhere and I was doing quite well there. I was working on a very big project, but for me to be associated with a Mandela school, it was a much bigger honor. So it was easy for me to decide to leave and come here. And I believe this school, it's a legacy that was left by a global icon, and being part of that establishment and being part of the pioneer team, I felt would mean much more to me than presiding or working in any other institution.
I am Dana Chinawa. I'm doing grade 10B in Mthatha School of Science and Technology, and I'm the head boy of the school, and I've been the head boy of the school since February, when I was chosen as the head boy of the school by the principal and the HODs. After that, before I was chosen, actually, I had to be in an interview where I was interviewed by the principal together with some teachers, which are the HODs. From there, first of all, we first had an orientation where we did some work just to check the academic skills we have and how far are we.
I'm the life sciences teacher. I'm also teaching agriculture and agricultural management practices. I'm also acting as the HOD for engineering and agricultural department. As a school, we recently launched on the 6th of January and officially opened by the President on the 17th of January this year.
Somebody told me about it when I was still a little boy. He said to me, crime does not pay. He said to me, education is the key. As a little boy, I thought I knew what I was doing. Yeah, man. But today, here I am in jail.
I will first talk about the challenges we experience as an institution. Because we are a new school, our things were not, did not actually come into place at once. We were having challenges of stationery, which was immediately sorted. We also had challenges of the textbook. But by stationery, I'm referring to the books that were used to write. And then, as you can see now, we are sharing books. However, teaching and learning does take place at a very high pace. I can confirm that we are ahead of the syllabus. Our learners were a bit struggling in the beginning as they are coming from different backgrounds. However, because we established the orientation week that resumed on the 14th of January, we were a bit trying to tackle that. So I can confirm that so far, despite those circumstances of them trying to adjust, and at least we are doing very well.
My objectives about the school is to take the school to a club of 100% performers. Several schools in South Africa have made it a tradition that when they present grade 12 learners, they get 100%. We are also aiming at that, and we are doing everything possible to make our grade 10, grade 8 and 9 learners ready for that challenge.
Remember, Madiba has always been such a great advocate of education. His belief for education has resulted in the construction of this school, and that is indeed adding to his incredible legacy.
I'm Nosipho Nondala. I'm the school librarian for Mandela School of Science and Technology. This is our library. Our library opens at 7:45 and closes at 4 o'clock. The students are very happy to have a library of this kind because this is the first library in this community and they are not used to this kind of library. So they are very happy, as some of them come from poor backgrounds. So they are very supportive, and they do come to the library a lot. They appreciate the books that we have. They do take them home.
What we are here is more than teaching. It's not only teaching. It's about transforming the whole community to be attractive of what is happening inside in here. And the students, they are not very good in English. They are not well exposed to many things. Most of them don't even know what is happening outside this whole area. In town, they know this environment. But now we have to change them and make them model students.
The community is pleased to have been built the first secondary school in their community. This school gives young people the opportunity to improve the quality of life, not only for them, but for generations to come.
My name is Maibuya Mandela, born in Qunu, in a small village called Qunu, but currently now I'm in Vezo, in the great place. The meaning of Mandela is setting people free. It means to set people free from everything. Mandela was a legend, a prisoner who became a president that was incarcerated for 27 years in Robben Island. Mandela's mother is Nosekeni, and then his father is Kosum Paganiso, who used to be a chief in this land that we are in Umvezo. Nelson Mandela's father, Chief Mpaganiso, was born by Chief Mandela. Mandela was the son of King Ngubengcuka. King Ngubengcuka was the king of our Tembu, the whole nation of the Tembus, where we are in now, starting from Mthatha till the Umbasha River, where near Umvezo. So they decided to name the school after Mandela, not Nelson Mandela, after Mandela, King Ngubengcuka's son. They are all in the royal house of Utembu, and Nelson Mandela is in the royal house of Umandela. And then Mandela gave birth to Mpaganiso. Mpaganiso, what they call it's Harry Gadla Mpaganiso.
Having the school in this area is an undoubting stance that complements the quote by Nelson Mandela, which says, "Education is the most powerful weapon which can use to change the world."
Honor that we have as teachers, I think this speaks to talk about learners and teachers to be the first people to actually come to this institution. This is the school of magnitude, I can tell you. This is the school, I think everybody would like to be aligned with the school that is named after one of the most important person in the world, the international icon, Mr. Mandela. I believe as pioneers of the school, we are honored because we are the people who are going to set the example of the kind of life that Madiba lived. We are the people who are going to actually be the example to follow after his footsteps and teaching. So we are very honored, humbled, and inspired.
going to tell you about the challenges that we face as Mandela School of Science and Technology students. The first challenge is getting at home tired and you actually want to go to sleep, and that is the biggest challenge because when you are exhausted, it's hard for you to study, and it is hard for us to finish all of the homeworks because we get at home at about 7 o'clock.
The values of courage, curiosity, compassion, and service will be instilled into the open minds of the learners. The students will act bravely and ethically for the greater good of society and have the courage to stand for what is right.
Abantwana bethu bazafunda behlala nathi apha ezindlini.
These students will have inquiring minds, be open to knowledge and new ideas from the world around them. Compassion towards people from different cultural and social backgrounds and respect for humanity and the environment will be essential attributes for the learners. A passion to serve the community and develop a lifelong commitment to make the world a better place is the cornerstone of the ethos of this new school.
And also in my department, the agricultural department, it was, and it's still a challenge because we had to construct like chicken shelters, we had to put the garden together, and that hasn't been able to happen up to now. We have tried to put up a nursery which is out there and working, and we, as you are aware, I'm actually going to East London right now to get some of the things in place. So it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy to start, but it hasn't been a disaster. We're actually happy with our performance so far, but we are not where we had planned and hoped to be.
The vision of the school is clear as it states that the school educating the next generation of South African leaders who are going to change the world. The Mandela School of Science and Technology strive to provide a nurturing educational environment where pupils from disadvantaged backgrounds are able to acquire knowledge, develop their skills, and have an equal opportunity to build the sustainable future of South Africa and the world.
The students do their work, I can confirm. However, we know that every family has a black sheep, has its own black sheep. There are students who are not doing very well. There are students who do not submit assignments, students who don't do their work. However, I would be referring to 10% of these students, and we believe that was happening in the early month of the year, but now we are faring very well.
The school, it's a dedication. There are things, there are duties you have to do, there are things you have to fulfill, and also fulfill the learners. From there, I'm dedicated in my work because I am quite good with people. I am able to think of how someone else feels as a learner, as I am a learner. I know how it is to be a learner, and from there, I want to fulfill the learners' events, if they have events to make and there are complaints. As far I've been in the school, I haven't seen any problems that I'm facing, except from the field that you are trying to make it happen so that the soccer team can start in the School of Science and Technology.
So peer educators, we've got grade 8, 9, 10. And in future, that is next year, we will be having grade 11. So we'll have to make it a point that the grade 10s, they are well versed with everything, so that they are able to be mentors to the grade 9s and to be mentors to the grade 8s as peer educators, which is referred to as PEP.
It is promised that these children will become leaders of our country one day, because teachers themselves are doing the best they can to change their mentality, their thinking, to the ones that promises courage, curiosity, compassion, and good services. These kids who are schooling here are determined to bring some change in the global community. They are learning to utilize and advance technology at an early stage. The technology that they are exposed to is helpful to them in more ways. And one of majors like agriculture can be helpful to these learners in a way that it can help them to compete in the global community, because through agriculture, one can make means of living. Amongst those benefits, learners can now continue with their studies without traveling long distances to get to school.
As far as students are concerned, there's a mix of rural students, town students, and the backgrounds are so different, and we're trying to bridge the gap and form a culture. And as a school, we've got policies and standards that we have set, and all the students are trying to behave and conform within the standards. So there is standards in as far as tests and homeworks are done, and in as far as marks and performance is concerned, that gap was big in the beginning, but now that gap is coming smaller and smaller, which means that our students are able to do their work in a standard way, and they are committed, I must say. Only on very few occasions that we find that some students have not done homework, but personally, I'm very strict when it comes to homework. And for my subjects, it's very rare that you find learners not doing their work. It's very rare that you find learners totally out and cannot cope.
Mandela said the idea had been born in 2007 when villagers wanted another primary school. It then changed to a high school when Madiba said he wanted one to be built in his own birthplace.
At the same time, they are not here all by themselves. There are others who are coming from ex-model schools. So the challenge is that now there's that type of a thing that now these ones who are coming from rural areas, they have to fit in to the type of behavior that is from those who are from urban areas. These ones, maybe from urban areas, they have to model for the rural areas people. So we have now to work for intervention, support them, help them, change the attitude, change the behavior, change the way of doing things, that is the way of dressing. And so it's not about teaching only, it's about role modeling, it's about parenting, it's about guidance, sort of guidance that is needed to them. It's about support, because at the same time, as I was mentioning, that others, they are from in their home, there's nothing to put on the table. So you have to check at the same time that if they don't do well in class, if they don't perform well in class, what is it that makes them not to perform well?
Absile valiko walapha umvezo kanye nakwesi sikolo sakwaTata uMandela. Ndiziva manje ukuphanga lesi sikolo sakwaTata uMandela. Ndiziva lonwabile. Abantwana bethu sibaphekela lapha esikolweni 420. And siyabaphekela ngendlela eyiyo. Ekhona abana
relationship we've established with Siemens is a very positive one. Siemens is our funder, Siemens is our sponsor, and therefore we are recipients of their help. We want the children to know who sponsored our school. We also want the community to know who sponsored our school. We want to treat them with respect while at the same time letting them get value for their money. What they invest, they should see it coming out very positively, with the learners passing very well and with the learners ready to go and study in other various fields in the country.
Apha eMandela apha kuze iziphuhliso elihle kakhulu. Siyavuya uba abantwana befunda kude, behamba imigama, bewela imilambo. Ngoku silapha kufitshane. Sikufitshane apha esikolweni kakuhle. Senifundisile nami esikolweni kwakwakho.
For many people, it has been indeed a dream come true. In the most remote areas such as this, we hardly see vast schools with advanced technology that helps facilitate the lives of young people who'd one day love to become engineers, technicians, mathematicians, physicians, as well as agricultural specialists.
Look, yo, it's my life, so I'ma try live it quite different. By the minute I rise with it and fly past the sky limit, my eye are fixated on the prize, it's quite vivid. Couldn't try extinguish the fire in my spirit. I'm living in the present, in essence, I'm gifted. Every second I'm counting the blessings that I'm given. It seems to get to success, you have to buy a ticket. It's a dream, but you can't sleep if you wanna live it. I wanna love wholeheartedly, and so honestly, it's a soul part of me and it flows in my arteries. And you would swear it's in the air that I gotta breathe. And when you share, you prepare for it properly. See, love is the God in me. That God in me is the God in the autumn leaves that's falling free. Love is what's calling me melodically, but it's hard to respond to love if that's not how you live.
I wanna give the world all the truth in me, cause God, he put me here to leave a legacy. To leave a legacy, yeah. I wanna give the world all the truth in me, cause God, he put me here to leave a legacy. To leave a legacy.
I also want to learn and continue to learn and just keep learning. I want the fires of knowledge to keep burning. I know the pages of time will keep turning. The information will pile and keep churning. I keep yearning cause each person is deserving to reach a certain level. That's why I'm determined, cause ignorance is a free burden with detrimental consequences.
A nigga survived the worst, but my life is glorious. Better know that I leaped every hurdle and I'm so victorious. Take a look, I'm a symbol of greatness, not call a nigga Morpheus. As for securing the win, but to believe I'm so notorious. You know that I've been about my bread, even though we rapping now. We used to live on the strip, even though a nigga higher level trapping now. I superseded every one of my little struggles and failure has never ever been an option. A nigga paper long like rush hour traffic and I'm about to take a hood shopping. Get it!
Together we made it.
See, we did it, niggas.
We made it even though we had our backs up against the wall.
Come on.
Forever we waited, and they told us we were never gonna get it, but we took it on the road, on the road, on the road.
To this banging instrumental.
On the road.
Ride with me, yeah. We come to get it.
When it all got started, we were steadily just getting rejected, and it seemed like nothing we could do would ever get us respected. At best we were stressed, at the worst they probably said